LiveWeatherBlogs.com meteorologist Bob Acanfrio with today's tropical update for August 20th, 2010. Tropics remain quiet today. We're going to be watching our system out near the Cape Verde Islands. That's our newest Invest 95L. I'll be showing you that in a moment here. Across the rest of the tropics, we have our tropical wave here moving across the Yucatan today. I don't really see development out of this system. National Hurricane Center still gives us about a 10% chance, but again, I don't see this developing at all. Remnants of TD number 5 moving across central Alabama this morning. And then we have this trough moving off the east coast, and we'll be watching for low pressure development off the east coast here, mid-Atlantic states, by Monday, Tuesday, and that'll have some kind of influence out of our system here in the eastern Atlantic, and I'll show you that in a moment here. Upper level low here north of Puerto Rico, not going to develop tropically. Alright, so let's look at our star of the weekend here. This is the one we'll be watching. Everybody's been anticipating development out here. And here it is. This is about south-southwest of the Cape Verde Islands here by a couple hundred miles. It's a pretty broad area of low pressure now. I'll show you on the ASCAT here in a moment. It kind of caught the eastern edge of it. But it looks like there's a broad area of low pressure right in here trying to develop. And this has now been labeled, like I said, Invest 95L, so we'll be able to run specific models on this. And this will move off to the west-northwest through the weekend. I expect we'll see a tropical depression out here by about Sunday or Monday. This is going to take a few days to really get itself together as it's pretty broad right now. ASCAT here, this was early this morning, and it caught the eastern edge of it, and you can see some turning of the winds here. And this is kind of the eastern edge of it, and it's probably, if you want to have an imagination here, it's probably right in here where this broad area of circulation is. It's showing you the wind shear, and this was our big Tut feature out here, and you can see it's starting to weaken a bit, and we have a nice area of high pressure here across the central Atlantic, and this system's going to have a nice area to develop through the weekend and into early next week, as shear looks like it's going to remain light out here in the central Atlantic. Looking off the east coast shear, in the eastern Atlantic off the coast of Africa, our system's right in here. You see a trough near the Cape Verde Islands, some heavier wind shear up there, but to the south here, wind shear is pretty light, around 10 knots, and as this moves west, it's going to get into this upper level area of high pressure. So steady development looks pretty good for this system through the next 3 to 5 days as it moves west. All right, let's look at our model runs right now. This is courtesy of Weather Underground. This is our first model runs on our Invest 95L. Again, the first model runs, don't get too excited about this. This doesn't mean this is going to happen, but you can see still that same, we've been watching the models take this out to sea, and the first initial model runs do head this out to sea. You can see ship's intensity model, they want 24 hours, a tropical storm. Again, the ships always ramps up things a little too quickly. I expect we'll see a tropical depression in about 48 hours, but as you can see, wind shear looks to be pretty light, and that's what the ship's model is showing, as it's showing a hurricane by about 72 hours, and then just keeps ramping it up from there. Alright, now let's look at some of the global models. This is the Canadian model, and what I'm going to be showing you here, we're going to be watching this area of low pressure develop along the east coast by Monday, Tuesday here, and this could get interesting for the east coast too. Will this be subtropical? Will it just be cold core? In any event, this could get a little interesting along the east coast, so we'll be watching this system as well. But you can see here, this trough here, that's really going to be eroding this ridge here. And this is going to want to influence our system, which could be Hurricane Danielle. And this run goes all the way till Tuesday night. So this is from present all the way till Tuesday night. And you can see it's starting to influence it to move north. And that's what we're going to be watching over here. No gaps model, a little slower with the system. Looks like it might want to hold this ridge in a little longer, and it tends to move our system here. As you see, that one trough, one system moves northeast, and then we have another low pressure developing off the mid-Atlantic coast by early next week. And you can see, will it be enough to move this out here? No gaps wants to hold on to this ridge a little longer, and that's what we're going to have to be watching here to see if this system wants to move farther west as we move along through the period. Okay, our other model is the UK Met model. Same thing, seeing this low pressure developing off the east coast by Monday, Tuesday. Our first area moving northeast. and then we get this other area developing right out here. Will it have enough influence to move it north, northwest, and north? Again, too early to tell there, but that's going to be it. Will this move? Will this develop and move quickly off to the northeast, and then high pressure closes back in, and this wants to move farther west? Again, we don't know that yet. It's going to be and again, watch along the east coast Monday, Tuesday for development as well. Not sure if this is going to be tropical or not. Okay, our big models, Euro model. I'm going to show you this frame by frame so we can compare with the GFS. This is Wednesday night, and you can see it develops another system behind our possible Danielle here. So that should be interesting to watch. And here we are. This is Wednesday night. Again, doesn't really have a big system along the east coast. Move this other trough off to the northeast. But then look at this, high pressure wanting to build back in. It really doesn't have a strong system along the east coast. So that's a model difference right there with the Euro. And then here we are by, this is again about 7-8 days out. This is valid for next Saturday night. Look at this, high pressure wanting to build back in. So is it going to catch this trough, or is it going to move west? So, and I'll show you the Euro's been much slower than the GFS as well as far as speed goes. So that's going to be another timing issue, is speed with this. We don't know that yet either. And it develops this other system and pushes it way far east as it takes this system to the east of it out to sea. But very interesting here to watch that. That's why it's not set in stone that this is going out to sea yet, by no means. And here's the GFS again, same time frame. This is going to be for Wednesday. You can see much quicker than the Euro, wanting to really push it out to sea pretty quickly as it gets caught up in this trough to the north of it. Again, not a real big system off the east coast with the GFS as well. It's just really the influence of this first trough here that's breaking down the ridge. And then again, pushes it right out to sea. Again, much quicker. As you can see, I mean, the Euro had this system still down here at this time, and the GFS is already pumping this thing out to sea. So again, little timing issues there with the models, and that's what we're going to have to be watching here. Timing, strength, all of that, we don't know any of that yet. That's why we can't say for sure that this is going out to sea yet. If you live along the east coast, long time to watch this system. But just be aware of it through next week. Watch it. As the system develops, the models will get a little better, we hope. We hope to see some consistency. Right now, I can't tell you if this is going out to sea or not. It's just way too early. Just thinking about it and seeing the way the pattern is right now, I wouldn't be too sure that this is going out to sea yet. I still think this is going to come a little farther west. So again, along the east coast, we need to always have our guard up and see what happens. And then again, we'll have to see what happens through the weekend and the beginning of next week to see what kind of development we do get off the east coast. A little homegrown development, possibly a little trough split happening along the east coast. So we'll have to see what happens, especially with that remnants of TD number 5. Could it come back to life off the east coast? Be interesting to see. That's it for today. I will have another update for you guys through the weekend. It might be 1 or 2 updates, seeing how our Invest 95L, see what kind of development we have off of that. But I will try to get another update out through the weekend. Other than that, have a good day. Oh, and it's my son's 10th birthday today, so happy birthday, Jaden. Big 10, double digits. And stay tuned to liveweatherblogs.com for the latest developments across the United States as far as weather goes today. Have a good day. Bye-bye.